I'm Mixer Johnny and I'm going to be upgrading the Avengers Halloween Spicel to fit into other media. It would happen in another dimension. It would start out with Bullseye fighting Daredevil and convincing Daredevil to kill him. Then Bullseye would be turned into a ghost, then he would go around killing people and turning them into ghosts. Then we go to see the Punisher of the Opera, which is where the Punisher kills supervillains who comes close to his opera. Then we go to a mad scientist creating a monster. We would see flashbacks to how superheroes and supervillains died in this dimension. And it would turn out they made this monster from leftover parts of dead superheroes and supervillains. Then you would go into Dr. White doing experiments with brains. And doing surgery on people. And creating brain monsters. You would have to follow the Wolverine White storyline exactly. Wolverine would have to fight against brain monsters, which Dr. Watt created with a new god brain machine. And in the end, Wolverine would kill Dr. Watt, and in the end, he would get back together with Melita. Then Dr. Watt would use his experiments to bring himself back to life. Then you do the What If Wolverine was Lord of the Vampire storyline. It would start out with Joker turning Storm into a vampire and Storm turning the rest of the X-Men into vampires. But because of Wolverine's healing factor, he managed to not be mind controlled by Joker, but then he killed Joker and became the new Lord of the Vampires. And you'd have to combine it with Blade versus Wolverine. You just have to make it that Blade has to kill Wolverine because he's a vampire. And you'd also need to combine it with the second time Wolverine became Lord of the Vampires by having him team up with other vampires. And the way he was a vampire, and you'd also need to combine the way he was a vampire in Wolverine vs. Blade. And Blade would fight against Wolverine like in Wolverine vs. Blade. Then Ghost Rider, Doctor Strange, and Blade would work together to kill Wolverine. Then they would cut Wolverine's head off and then kill him.
That's all, folks.